Hello, church family. This is a brief news update for Wednesday, April the 22nd. A lot has been happening in terms of information being released by the White House and the CDC for reopening America. Many of you have been watching how all of that works. We on our pastoral team have been planning for weeks actually about when we could come back together, and this new information helps us make some decisions. I want you to know what we're thinking. We're thinking that our first service back at church would be on the weekend of Mother's Day. So that would be May the 10th is Mother's Day. Now, we recognize that having read the documents and looking at the statistics, that we will need to do things very, very carefully. We'll need to maintain lots of distance between one another, provide for safety. We will be providing masks for people. And so if we do have that service, depending on if the governor allows us to do that sort of thing and lifts those restrictions in Ohio, we would be meeting on Mother's Day weekend for the first time together. One of the things that gives me a little comfort is when I run the statistics, comparatively, Greene County has a low incident rate of the virus. So it's about 1 per 4,000 residents. You can compare that to New York State, not just the city, but the entire state of New York. It's 1 in every 80 people. So just comparatively speaking, even if we do have services together, we feel a little bit confident in that number, that we're not bringing a lot of infected people together, that our incident rate is so low. And so clearly, the new guidelines specify that if you are one of the vulnerable individuals, in one of those categories, they're suggesting you stay at home during phase 1 and phase 2. So they're saying stay at home until all of the restrictions are lifted eventually. And we want you to exercise caution. We recognize that there'll be numbers of you who won't be able to come if we do open the doors on Mother's Day weekend, but we want to make sure that there's seats available for everyone. So as we're doing the calculations, we feel like we can get 50 or 60 chairs in our normal sanctuary, another maybe 40 chairs back in the youth room. So we'll only be able to seat a maximum of like 100 at a time, maybe a few more in the cafe area. And so we want to make sure that there's seating available for everybody. So our plan right now is that when we reopen on Mother's Day weekend, we'll actually have a Saturday late afternoon worship option as well. So about 5 o'clock on Saturday, some of you can come. We can have about 100, 110 people maybe. And then on Sunday morning, we would have the 9:30 worship and the 11 worship. Both of those would be in both the sanctuary and the youth room, so there'd be plenty of space for everybody to be have that safety distance between us. We want you to feel welcome to come back. It would be great to see all of us. We will not be having any children's ministry options. It'll just be the morning worship only. So Saturday evening and Sunday morning will be basically the same service, and you can choose one of those 3 options. So clearly, some of our routines are going to have to change. We're going to ask some of you maybe to show up on that Saturday evening so that we can accommodate everybody and worship together again as much as we're able to do that. And then we will adjust as the phases continue to unfold. So we're praying for your safety. We love you. We're thankful to the Lord for protecting our church family. Many of you are doing well. Some of you have unique struggles and burdens, and we're praying together with you. I thank the Lord for each one of you, how you're ministering to one another, and how you are remaining faithful and serving the Lord during this time. So thank you for watching the news clip today. And God bless you this week, and I hope to see you again in church soon. Have a wonderful day.